I want to have Mario's face in there. Oh, are we, team? Oh, you fucked it up, Shaun.
Whew. Yeah, good. Tired. Can you guys hear me?
Fucking useless, just like your dad said. Yeah, mate.
Good, because I've got that dodgy cord connection again, where it's sort of like half in, half out of the connector, so it works. So I can hear you in stereo.
Hanging on by a strand. Yep.
Yeah, I was really meant to buy one after the last podcast, but I didn't get the cable.
Wicked. That's okay.
Glad you can hear me. That's good.
Still works.
Wicked.
It's fine.
Wicked.
Yeah, good stuff.
Jungle is massive. Wicked. Jungle is massive. Have a go at this, would ya?
Oh, what is that?
Well, if you kept up to date with my socials.
Oh yeah.
So you know the retro future?
Yeah, it looked like it was mint colored from the front panel. Looked like it was mint colored from the photos that I saw on Insta, but it's actually a white. Cover.
No, it is. It's mint colored.
It doesn't look like it in your video.
So the back is white. Let me see.
Yes, it is.
And then I don't know if that looks. Yeah, it looks white still.
Oh,
it is mint. I put it.
It is mint. All right.
Low light, just for low light. So maybe. Yeah. It's a pretty light mint. Like the.
Yeah, it's spearmint.
Okay, you can sort of just sort of see it with the light.
Yeah, maybe.
Send us a sweet JPEG, or I could just look at your socials, I guess.
You could just look on Insta. You could like it on Insta, Mike.
Oh shit, that's where I need to be.
Have a quick look on there, and but yeah, it's like a pretty light minty color, and beauty. See the on air sign, because that's a part of his YouTube channel. He always has the on air sign in the back.
Oh,
and I've got that
nice
on there, on air.
So
what a legend, eh? He sent it to him, and he signed it. He signed it and sent it back.
Yeah, sweet.
And he paid for the postage to send it back. I said to him, I need to
nice.
Message him again. I said, I'll pay for it, man, because he's doing me the favor.
Oh, so it's on the Play It Up podcaster one, eh?
Yeah. I put a pretty sexy photo up there.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh man, that color does not come through in the camera here at all. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
Stop it.
That is sick. So why is the screen so small? Wait, is this?
It's not the size that matters.
Yeah.
Mike.
Is it?
So that's one of the mods. It's like a drop-in, really easy mod to do, and the screen is a bit smaller than the original Gameboy Color, but much better. Like better to look at. But yeah, I don't like the smaller screens either.
Yeah.
But it was the affordable one at the time.
It's nice. Maybe you can see it on the photo.
I can. Yeah, you can definitely see that.
Comes through there.
Yeah.
It almost looks blue, but in Shaun's video, everything looks white.
Nice. Yeah. Get a bit of camera, dickhead.
Logitech camera, nice.
Yeah, you can see the.
Oh shit! Hey,
it is a good camera. Fuck you guys.
I've got one as well. Not the same model. Sorry.
HD 1080p Logitech, just like these guys, I think. JB Hi-Fi specials.
I'm downloading Video Studio effects package. I cancel that. It's kind of ruined.
It'll nick your bandwidth.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah, I don't know.
Some extra pins on my hat that you sent over, guys.
Oh, sick. Bomberman, end of the world. 5th birthday.
I've got that box you sent. Like, I don't really have any room to put everything in this apartment, but it's downstairs, and then every time I go to the basement, I'll look into the box and be like, oh, cool. I would have made a frame for it over here, but I've just got this mindset. Like, I'm coming back. I don't want to like spend money on stuff that I'm just going to have to like either destroy or get rid of.
You'll pull it apart in the end in a few months anyway. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Neil's coming, right?
Yeah, Big D69 said that he's out at dinner and he's going to be in a minute, apparently. He's running a bit late.
Oh, no worries.
Big D69.
Fucking useless.
I was late because I was putting together a bit of a list for the best developers.
Oh, yeah, same. I had a quick run through a listy style thing. Yeah, I just made like a little list on my phone. I didn't get to the Google Doc. So yeah, if you've got your own list, Denny, that's sick.
Oh yeah, look at that, the fucking thing. Okay, I'll just refresh the page.
Yeah, you got to turn it on, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, Big D, mouth pubes, gross.
Hey.
That's why he was late. He was sitting there. What's the most fucked up thing I can put my name on? Oh, he does look like mouth pubes too, with that beautiful beard.
Yeah, I've got this light just so I can get all of them out. So. How are we going, team?
Yeah, great.
Neil, you
Where's
never
the beef?
disappoint, mate.
Where is the beef?
In my pants. I think I'm missing out on what this is. This
I don't know either. I'm just going along with it.
What's that? Sorry.
The beef.
Where's the beef? So Evan gave me a slogan because my gamer tag is Stroganoff.
Stroganoff. So, where's the beef?
So it's like you should say, "Where's the beef?"
Stroganoff. Cool, where's the beef?
He wants me to change my initials to WTB.
Yep.
WTB.
Dude, that's actually a good idea.
Feels like I really interrupted the podcast. Sorry, guys. But,
Not really.
We were wondering where Big D was.
Yeah.
Here he is.
Yeah.
Needed some Big D in our lives.
We just had this mouth pubes guy show up instead.
What a disappointment.
Mate, the 90s must be shocking, I tell you. Anyway, we won't go there.
Yeah.
What?
I just want you to like keep everything except just leave the moustache so that you've got a full handlebar, and then that would be beautiful with the hair, I reckon.
Right. Maybe a beef hack special.
Or maybe just get rid of everything except leave a soul patch.
Right.
Like a little square.
And just get
Travolta.
Yep. Good.
Let's just assume the worst.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, everything's back in the room, you guys.
Looks fucking rad.
Yeah, I'm happy to have everything back in my place. I forgot to get my Gameboys and bring them down. I was gonna grab all the DMGs and put them on a table there, but yeah, I didn't know if we'd have time. So we actually have
I
quite
gotta
a
get a
bit.
coffee. So if you want to grab anything, you can.
Yeah, I'd have to get up and
I assume you can't carry them all at the same time, Dennis. Otherwise, they morph into something, right? Like
they might turn into Voltron of
all the colors.
Gameboys.
Yeah.
If you hold Shigeru Miyamoto.
Yep.
You'll have a Japanese man just walking around. Hello, I'm here to make a Donkey Kong.
Yeah, a small, really small, creative Japanese dude. He's more than welcome to hang out here. That'd be great. Fucking love that. Anyway, you go get your coffee.
Yes. Is there anything else?
A biscuit. Get a biscuit too.
A coffee and a biscuit. All right, see you, cunts.
Fuck.
Dennis, I'm actually surprised out of your collection. I really like the white one, which it's the most plainest of colors.
It's the most boring fucking plain Game Boy, but it just looks striking.
So neat. Yeah.
It's really it's crazy how that works, huh? When I unpacked that thing, I think the yellow Game Boy was probably my favorite because it was just so neat and clean, and I think it's probably in the best condition out of all of them until I got that white one, because I bought it off of Buy, which is kind of like Yahoo Japan, just with like the consignment stuff so that you can get it sent to Australia, because
sick.
A lot of people in Yahoo Japan, they only do local sales, so you can't actually, like, once you buy something, you're fucked because you can't get it here anyway. So yeah, like you use this forwarding service, which is basically like another version of Yahoo Japan, but their website, and you get to go and handle all the payment stuff inside the website. It works really well. Like it looks slightly dodged, but I was willing to take the gamble because I really wanted that white Game Boy for the collection. But yeah, the photos made it look like shit, man. Like it just, I thought, oh, look, you know, I don't like my chances of getting, like, they don't seem to come up too often. So it was a good price, and I just thought I'd get it, and, you know, whatever, if it was good. Oh, look at that. Gee whiz.
Only fans. We're going to pay for this.
Oh, fuck. I'm still on?
Oh, no, camera's on.
Oh, no.
Welcome back to another episode of Play It Up podcast. Yeah, I got sidetracked with
with that.
So, when it rocked up, I was amazed at what condition that Game Boy was in. Just, it looks beautiful, and I'm pretty sure that if it's not equal favorite with the yellow Game Boy, it's my favorite out of the whole collection.
Oh, sick.
It is beautiful, and like what Neil said, man, like you look at the Game Boy and you just think, oh well, how exciting can it be? It's like a fucking white Game Boy with grey buttons and stuff, but I don't know, it's kind of minimalist, and it looks excellent.
No, but when you told me you were getting it, I was like, oh, Dennis, like, I'm getting a white Game Boy. Like, I'm like, what's going to be the real difference between
that and the original DMG, which is
great.
Yeah.
But then when I saw it, I was like, my God, that looks neat.
Yeah. Sick.
True.
I think my video's stuck. Can you guys see me? Or
I just thought you were being really still.
I have been. I've been practicing my ventriloquist.
Yep.
Stuck for me.
Yeah, it's stuck over here as well. Neil, you're just frozen, but your audio's fine.
As long as my audio's fine. Yeah. That's cool. Whatever.
Did you maybe that happened when you changed your name from mouth pubes to Stroganoff?
No, I did that a while ago, and it was playing up. It was playing. It did play up a little bit when I did that, but then it came good again.
Did you want to try? Did you want to try dropping out and coming back in, see if it fixes your video?
Well, it helped Sean's mum the other night, so yeah, I'll give it a crack.
What did you say, mate?
He said something and nicked off. He's scared. He was scared you were going to get mad at him.
I heard him. I've got my headphones on still, you dog. I've got my coffee from Michelle's old law firm, Gleislutz.
What sort of coffee you got?
It's shit because it's not made by Mike.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not Subculture Cafe coffee, that's for sure.
It's not Subculture.
110.
Nah, it was just a stuff around game. I got to board.
It's a pod coffee, mate.
Pod coffee, okay.
5 or something.
But
there's Scramble, but it's not.
One.
It's not adjusting, so you can see the marquee very well. But
it still looks pretty
so
good.
Cool, man. So you've fully revamped Scramble?
That's still a 60-in-1.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that
like you've redone the artwork and.
I haven't got the CPO yet, but all the artwork's been sort of cleaned up, and
coin slots look sick.
Little coin thingies are cool if they actually if the color changes. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No.
20 cents. So good.
Yeah, it says 20 cents. Loving it. Yeah, you can't see much because of the light, but yeah, it's
classic
nice.
Aussie.
It's nice and neat now. So
really cool.
Yeah.
I like the marquee. The marquee is one of my favorite things about it.
Yes, simple but really effective.
Yeah,
super nice.
I'm
so sad I've never been to your place, Dennis. You're not going to get rid of me once I move back, man. You'll be like, can you fucking move back to Germany?
You'll get there. It's all good. Oh, well, I nearly knocked my headphones off.
Yeah.
Just lost your audio, Sean. Yeah, we can't hear you at all. You must.
This is great.
Let's get the podcast going quick.
Oh, it's fucked. What have you done?
Shaun! Fucking... He's probably got the same audio cables.
Well,
Oh, there we are.
I heard everything you can't said. What do you guys think about if we record our audio separately?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mikey's computer was flat out trying to open the application, so I don't want to break Mike's computer, and I'm happy to like just sort of make do for the time being. You know, I think when subculture turns into this multi-million-dollar empire, and Mike
started.
They made 20 liters of coffee.
New laptop, Mikey.
Yeah, true.
Mikey can
I'm
buy
loving seeing the updates, Mikey. That's great.
Yeah,
man.
it's awesome.
Stoked for you.
It's coming along quickly.
Man, you're going to be able to afford sleeves in no time.
Oh, come on. My shoulders are going to be so warm. Luckily, winter's coming up. I need those sleeves, man. It's going to...
It reminds me of Seinfeld, where it was in Elaine. She only wants to eat the tops of the muffin. Mike just wants to buy shirts without the sleeves, just to save money.
Yep.
And then some poor bastard's left with like millions and millions of sleeves and doesn't know how to get rid of them.
Yeah. Oh man, that was such a good episode of Seinfeld.
It was.
I remember they tried to give it to the homeless, and they're like,
we don't want these.
Yeah.
I think they end up like hiring Newman at the end to weed.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They call him like the problem solver, and all he does is rock up and with some milk and starts eating it. What a fat cunt. It's so funny. I love it.
Banana.
Banana. 1, 2, 3.
Banana.
Welcome back to another episode of the Play It Up podcast. I'm your host, Shaun Rulin. Well, I guess I am the host. One of us is the host,
you are.
and I'm Shaun Rulin. Yeah. Who else do we have?
I don't know. It's not me. You're the host.
Yeah.
Oh, this sucks.
I'm Neil.
This sucks.
And
this sucks.
To my right on the stream is Dennis Edmonds. Do you want your last name in?
I do now. Hi.
All right, let's start again.
Yeah, let's do it again.
I thought we were doing well.
Yeah, that was good.
Beat most of our other openings.
Seamless. It's fine.
Well,
so are we going
to
Shaun, so we're going to introduce ourselves. Is that right? So you're going to be like, I'm Shaun.
Then you, Neil. Then you, Mike, and I'll go last, please.
Okay. Welcome back to another episode of the Play It Up podcast. I am Shaun.
I'm Neil.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Dennis. Hello.
Hello.
Well, Frank Walker from Play It Up podcast. Well, g'day everyone. How are you guys?
Great. Yeah, really good.
Yeah, good man.
Tired, but good. Yeah.
Nice. Tired.
Yeah.
Well, that's not nice, but good is good.
It's all right. Yeah.
All that coffee making, mate. It's ironic that you're
just going to say
tired when it's supposed to wake you up.
You've been a busy boy. Tell us a little bit about it, Mike.
Oh, Jesus. It's been a very crazy few weeks with the last 2 weeks of like actual operation now. So operating commercially under the Subculture Cafe name.
Well.
And making the cold drip coffee extract, selling the cold drip coffee extract. It's happening. It's underway. It's I sold 5.3 litres last week, and today I made 9.2 litres all out for sale. All gone, sold. So it's a bit of a small kickstart for the business, which is nice. Yep. But it's long days.
A lot for cold drip, right? Like it's not just like
it's a lot of drip.
It's a long time. Like
it does. Yeah, like the 3 litre setups that make 2.6 litres takes about 24 hours, 30 hours to get through that full 2.6 litres of liquid.
And
that's too
wild,
eh?
It's a process. It's a process. Yeah, it's just One day I'll have.
It's too long.
You need to get like a gurney and like spray it in there.
Yeah.
And just like speed up the process.
Yeah.
High pressure hose it.
I'm sure you know what you're doing.
Yeah, it won't affect the quality. It's fine.
Like a pressure cooker or something. That hasn't been done before. There might be something in that. Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, just long days, long nights. Still working 9 to 5.
A coffee that Neil makes.
The coffee that's all over your roof from being high pressure hosed.
That's the higher
Tastes
tier.
like chemicals.
That's the higher tier coffee, the one that drips from the roof.
Called Neil's fast drip.
Yeah. Double filtered. Yeah.
Tastes like cobwebs and Mortine. Oh, nice.
Sounds like the most Aussie coffee ever.
It's almost
more smart, more safe, more team.
Yeah. It's nearly the same as like McCafe coffee then, if it tastes like,
straight up chemicals
and roof. Yeah.
But your coffee actually tastes good. Like it's
It's
amazing.
Unlike my roof coffee. Yeah.
I try to make it taste good before I sell it to people and the public, you know.
Fair.
Have you got the labels happening again and everything?
Yeah, man, it's all together. I'll bring a bottle out now. I've got one just behind the
lovely
over here.
Yeah, I just saw a post on Insta about it.
Yeah,
looks good.
So this is the
look at that.
Yep.
There's the dark matter.
Dark matter.
Dark matter. I love that too. The name is just on point, man.
Really cool.
Check out Subculture Coffee, guys.
Yeah. Get into
Subculture Cafe or Subculture Coffee?
Yeah, so we're doing.
What's the official name, Mike?
The business
Tell us how to find you.
That's all good. Yeah, the business is Subculture Cafe, and it's on Instagram and Facebook at the moment. So pretty low key. Nothing too serious. And yeah, it's just selling the cold drip coffee extract. So if you want to try a bottle, just send us a message or a comment on one of our posts, whatever. We'll chase it up and get a bottle out to you. We can post it around Australia as well. So country Queensland as well as the rest of Australia. And it's good stuff. Yeah, like that liter bottle there, that'll make like 20 to 30 cups of coffee, or 20 to 30 other things, avocados, whatever you want to make with it. Yeah.
I always noticed when I had your coffees that you get the caffeine buzz from whatever you drink, but there's a difference. Like when I would have a normal coffee, it would feel good, wake me up a bit. When I have your coffee, man, it was just sounds a bit like a junkie, but it was like a clean high. Just felt good, focused, not anxious or nervous, just like it's just good, man.
Cold drip is good. You get the awake with a lot less jitters, a lot less. It's really good. And as long as Mikey's making the coffee, I'll be buying it. That's for sure.
Yeah, damn straight.
Yeah. And I love the Aussie attitude, by the way, of like playing it down. Like we know how much effort you've put in, and getting all this going. You're like, oh yeah, it's nothing special.
Yeah, no. I'm a bit tired. Working all fucking weekend.
I'm all right. She'll be right.
It's fine.
Pretty much. Yeah. It kind of was. It's soaked up all the weekend. I wanted to play some games for Battle League Arcades. I was absolutely hanging out to it, but now I'm talking to you jerks and not playing games.
Oh. Well, you've told us about your coffee. Piss off. See you, mate.
But no, I mean, but work-wise, it's literally me and Ree. And Ree's been doing a whole lot of admin and a whole lot of stuff in the background, and she helps me out at the kitchen as well. So she's pretty much half the business, but she doesn't get exposure because it's me at the front doing the front end of it, basically, and making the coffee. But we were both working non-stop, and I literally finished working today at about probably 4:30 in the afternoon, maybe 5, and we sat down. We're like, let's watch the episode of Solar Opposites. Let's get some dinner going and
do a podcast.
And now I'm here. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
It's
pretty. At least this is kind of relaxing. Hopefully,
it is. Yeah. And to me, like the podcast is the same as indulging of my like getting into a game or playing games, because we're talking about it and enjoying what we talk about, and it's like it's the other half of playing the game is enjoying it and thinking about it, and then talking about it,
fantasizing.
It's video game therapy.
Yeah, for sure.
So Shaun, I was going to ask, but before we get rolling with everything else, the last time we spoke, I don't think that any of the floods had been through or happened or anything like that.
True.
So Had you seen anything in Germany, like sort of media-wise, about what had been happening here and that sort of thing, or is it mainly about like the massive thing that's going on in the Ukraine and so close to Germany? Was that sort of the main thing?
That's probably the main thing. I actually don't. I'm pretty bad with keeping up with any kind of media, whether I'm home or abroad. But
same.
Michelle looks at stuff, and yeah, people knew about it, like because people would ask me at the cafe, like, "Oh, isn't there some floods going on in that little tiny island that you're from?" That kind of thing, and
bit of water. Yeah,
I was like, "Yeah, a bit of water. She'll be right." Playing it down.
Yep.
Yeah. Were your folks all right, Shaun, and like your mates as well? Family?
Everyone was all good. I checked in with everyone, and
cool.
My brother Scott, he lives in Bow Desert, and they have a big property there, and they're fine. Nothing happened, but like you really get to see, because they have so much space, and like there's a little river or a stream, I guess it's a river there, and that really gets going and overflowed, and they always send epic shots of the floods when they happen. But all good. So
cool,
that's great.
Thank Miyamoto that everything went well. I'm not religious, so I don't want to say thank God. So yeah
I guess
thank the gaming gods.
That's the closest thing to a god. Yes.
And for people, anyone else listening around the world that didn't hear about what happened in Brisbane, Queensland, and now it's happening in New South Wales, we had like cyclonic storms. We had like a week's worth of rain. It was way over the top. It was about a month ago now, maybe a month and a half.
Concentrated storms,
All of our tidal creeks rose up, flooded. The main river flooded. It's heaps and heaps of suburbs are under.
Yeah.
It was like people we know, the houses like underwater, and lost the bottom layer of the houses. Yeah.
About a year's worth of rain that we usually get in, I think, what do they say, 2 to 3 days or something like that?
Yeah.
We had.
Yeah.
That is
insane.
off the fucking chain, man. And we just had groundwater, and it was just the quantity of water that we had was that much that it backed up our stormwater drain around the side of the house, which then burst. And then because there was so much water coming in, it flooded the garage and all my game room here. So out with the carpet tiles and out with the cabs, everything was on timbers. I've still got them behind me here, which are off camera here. And so that was out for a couple of weeks to let everything dry out, and could mop and disinfect everything so that we didn't have any lurgies around here from the groundwater and that sort of stuff. Everything just went back in a few days ago, and so it was this evening that I switched everything on again for the first time. And
on a different note, when me and Ree moved to Brisbane here, we came in 2013, so it was 2 years after the 2011 floods, which was not that long ago, and that was pretty terrible as well. So when we were moving here, I was like, okay, I'll check the flood maps. No matter where we go to look for a place, checking the flood maps to make sure we're not going to be in a flood area, just in case it does happen again, because it happened 2 years before we were moving. So it's a pretty real threat in these sort of low-lying tidal creek areas, along the river areas. It's quite a low-set, city, suburban area. Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Good call, man, to look at the flood maps.
Clever clogs. It's funny where your place is. It seems like there's like are there no creeks around near where you are?
So there is, about probably directly from my house, 800 meters, like straight southwards is Kedron Brook, which is normally like knee height to waist height. You can walk across it most days, but it was like a 6, 7, 8 meter deep river just raging through. It's ripped up all the trees. It's ripped up all the grass. It's taken out concrete walk bridges. It's like the whole area's been decimated by like a bombing raid, just by the water just tearing everything apart.
Shit. Yeah.
So the council, there's council working on it. There's Australian Defence Force as well. They come into sections and just work on big sections at the same time and sort things out. And the creek behind your place as well, Neil, that was swelling up pretty bad too, wasn't it?
Yeah, we weren't affected, but the townhouses on each side of us were. So it got pretty close. But personally, we got a bit of damage to our garage roof, but like that's nothing compared to that's like a drop in the sand compared to a lot of other people. So yeah, can't complain really. But like you said, it's sad when my brother lives at Albion. He was actually trapped in his house because there was like water underneath it. Because he's on stilts, so he lost a lot of stuff under it.
Oh, right.
Not expensive stuff, but he was able to move it. Yeah. He was able to move like his car up the road, so that wasn't affected. But a lot of people in Albion were definitely hit hard around that area. So
bloody hell.
It really hurt a lot of places closer to the city. So it's pretty sad.
Jeez. Our thoughts go out to everyone affected, and I hope everyone's recovering and doing whatever they can, and hopefully people didn't lose too much.
Yeah, it's a 1 in 100-year storm, that's what it was. Just insane.
No storms for another 200 years now after that.
Please, fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's what I reckon.
Yeah.
Well, let's move on to something a bit more cheerful, I guess. Today we will be talking about a few different things. I forgot to say at the start. We're going to be shouting out to some arcades that we've sent out some posters to, which basically was spearheaded by Dennis because he's a ledge. We're going to be talking about our favorite gaming developers. There's a few other things about BPAC that we're going to talk about, which is the Brisbane Pinball and Arcade Collective, and some ANZAP and ANZAP website. I didn't make this list, so some of it's a little bit of a surprise to me, which is fine. And the ANZAP Awards, talking about that, and also a certain portrait going up in Netherworld. So hopefully we should get through all that and have some legend of an ultimate denizen. I mean, the Play It Up podcast is now half denizen, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, pick your fucking guts up, other two. Yeah.
Yeah, we've only got a couple of world record holders for the other two things. So the other two members. So
sorry,
rubbish.
It's not the same.
Well, me and Mike are the all-rounders, and you guys are the specialists. That's all.
Yeah. Nothing.
Yeah, very true. You can look at it.
Yeah,
you can.
You could look at it that way.
Make it sound good.
Yeah. That's what we do. We're in media
we'll have
now.
A catch up as well. Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
Should we go through sort of what we've been playing and what we've been up to?
We can. Did you want me to do?
Long?
Did you want me to do Dennis?
Oh, sorry.
Or is it me that's lost everything?
Can you guys hear me, Sean, Neil?
Fucking hell, sorry, it's me. Sorry, guys, it's me. Yeah. It's just dodgy cord. Fucking hell. All right.
Ultimate wanker.
That fucking mic bloke.
Yeah.
Well, since we might have to edit that out, I've got something. That come through?
Shit, was that real?
Yeah,
my god, we heard that real good.
Did you actually fucking
that was
rip
real,
that,
man? Yeah, man.
Do you want to go change
there's no windows open here. I'm about to get gassed.
That's insane. What the fuck?
I reckon Michelle heard that. Later.
I was thinking that I could just run through the arcades quickly while Mike is sorting his audio and stuff out, if that's cool. So, obviously, our hello and our sincere thanks to Empire Alternicade in Cairns as one of the people. Empire Alternicade, a new and upcoming arcade and bar in Cairns. You'll be able to see our lovely faces up there and one of our posters if you go and drop in there for a beer whenever you're in town. Player One
lovely
arcade.
Is a stretch.
Yeah, it's a bit of a stretch, isn't it? But we're Play It Up, so we're not playing it down here, Sean.
How long have you been holding on for that one for?
That was off the cuff. It was off the cuff.
Brilliant.
Beautiful.
Brilliant.
Wow. I like that.
Moving right along. Player One arcade in WA. Wanted to say g'day to those folks as well. Also, the Nostalgia Box, also a WA venue. They've been nice enough to pop up. I think it's a couple of our posters there in their joint. You know those guys, don't you, Mike? You're online again now?
Yeah. Into their places a couple of times and just brilliant.
Yeah, tell us a little about Player One Arcade and the Nostalgia Box.
Sure. Player One Arcade is it's great. It's this guy. They run a music school, him and his wife, but the other half of the area where his music school is his own arcade.
Huh, cool.
So, yeah, that's it. You can rent it out for functions and stuff. It's I think you can go in and I think it's pay $10 or $15 as well, and go in and just play the games for as long as you want, sort of thing.
Oh, cool. So it's like a little place, like a small little free play arcade.
Yeah. It's a pretty tight little arcade. So when I was there last, it was still a few years back, but there was about probably 10, 15 machines in this little cove. There's like a wall of like retro action toys as well, like a complete collection of He-Man and all these other sorts of toys on this wall. It's an awesome little place.
You probably wouldn't catch me playing any cabs then there. I'd be in like Castle Grayskull, just He-Man and Battle Cat. Sorry.
But no, great, yeah, awesome little place. And that's just it's in North Perth. It's right near Perth, yeah.
North Perth.
Yeah.
Right on.
Nice.
Yeah. So
and the Nostalgia Box, the Nostalgia Box is excellent. It's a video game console museum.
Oh.
They do have an arcade cab there with a Gallagher running in it, which is just very nice to have there.
Yeah.
They've got a little high score board for that too, which is great. But yeah, they've also got a big free play section for consoles set up, heaps and heaps of consoles. Again, it was a few years ago since I was there, but when I was there last, there would have been 15 consoles lined up on 2 big rows of tables, all playing all sorts of different consoles. But yeah, their console museum side of the place, everything behind glass, has their own information plaque. They got things from the Magnavox Odyssey up to like Amiga Geo AES to the Pippin app mark, the Apple Pippin console that not many people know about.
I didn't know about that.
It's one of the rarest video game consoles ever made, and it's ultra pricey.
I'm sure it is. If it's Apple, it probably is anyway.
That's it. Yeah. Just heaps of cool stuff. All history of gaming, all the Atari, Segas, Nintendos, Xbox, Sonys. Wow. It's beautiful, very interesting place to go and check out. Like, especially if you're interested in old consoles specifically, history is all there. Beautiful, yeah.
Oh man,
premium, yeah, mostly boxed consoles too, which is quite amazing.
Oh man, that's mint.
And a very cool place.
It makes me want to just jump a flight to Perth.
Yeah.
Take a day.
Very cool places, yeah. They also rent that place out for functions too. So it's a thing you can do with your team building at or kids parties, whatever you want. They'll take you on. Yeah.
Amazing. Wow. Thanks, man. That's they've got some really cool stuff there. I had no idea that they had so much stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome. So with those guys covered, our mates from WA. We also have probably the newest arcade to open in Australia, being Arcade Garage in Melbourne. So, do any of you guys know Simon?
Simon Versus. Don't know him too well, but I reached out to him in regards to the posters, and he seems pretty active on some of like the Facebook community pages as well. So, he was really nice, and happy to put our posters up. So, yeah.
Simon seems like a really nice guy from everybody that I speak to that deals with him, and so private collector from what I understand, and that it seems like his collections got so big that he's decided to open himself an arcade, and so he's got I don't think it's free play arcade. It looked from the photos that I saw for Arcade Garage, it looks like you have like the card system, so you
card swipe,
so tap a card. Is easier than dropping coins and losing your cash. They have a lot of machines there and a lot of classic LAI stuff, which really appeals to me. Like, cool. I'm mad about the LAI stuff. It's almost part of our culture, you know. We all know our cabs so well, and MCA joysticks ahoy in that place. I'm sure far out. So if you are in Melbourne, look up and check out Arcade Garage and say good day to Simon. It looks like an awesome new place. It's just opened, so make sure you go in and say g'day and tell him that Play It Up podcast sent you, and he probably won't remember.
He'll charge you double.
He'll charge you double. Yep.
Yeah.
Those freeloaders who want their poster up for free.
Yeah. Yeah, I took that down ages ago. It was scaring the customers. Sorry.
That's awesome.
Next on our list is our mates out at Flipped at Toowoomba. So Flipped are at 2 Club Lane in Toowoomba, which is a small lane off of Margaret Street, which is more or less the main drag. Toowoomba. When you come up the range, you can take the turn off and go straight down Margaret Street. And yeah, there's a small turn off where you can weave around, and there's parking around the back. And yeah, it's a nice, neat little venue tucked away. Some amazing pinballs. They've got Daytona, some driving games, a handful of really nice period piece arcade cabs. They have consoles as well, which they've just installed on these really neato little sort of these little mounting sort of platforms around the posts in the place, which conserves a lot of space. And I think they've still got air hockey as well from the photos. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, guys. But
yeah, I see. Air hockey was there last time I was up a few weeks back.
Yeah. So it's looks like an amazing place, and I think I personally still haven't had the chance to go up there, which is killing me because I really want to go up and check it out and see what it's about. So hopefully, guys at Flipped, we'd love to be able to do a podcast at the venue. So if you're keen for it, hit us up. Love it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. So with that, there is next on the list, which is our mates at Beercade, which is in Redfern, I think, in Sydney town. They're a new venue which has also just opened a little bit before Arcade Garage had opened. They had been pushed back just because I think Roger from Zeeble, who actually owns the venue, had been pushed back for quite a while just because of the situation with the pandemic in Sydney. And so he had everything to go ready to go for about a year. And yeah, I think he'd been patient, pushing it back, and now it's finally had the chance to open. And as soon as they have, I think they've had a whole heap of people that have been so eager to check this place out that it's picked up popularity really quick, which I'm so happy to hear. It's great to hear that I think there are people like us around that are extremely eager to go out and check out a venue and have a couple of beers, play some arcade games or pinballs, and have a good time. And like our mates at 89 Beercade do a good job at that. And so we wanted to say g'day to them and to Mark and Roger and John and all the guys that contribute to the arcade cabs and the pins there. And if you are in Redfern, then check it out. Then of course there's
can't wait to visit all these places when I come back. By the way,
yeah, road trip, massive road trip.
Yeah.
We're going on tour, guys.
Shit, yeah, for sure, man.
Play It Up podcast tour 2023.
Six new. That'd be that's an idea.
Yeah,
we can all write it off on tax somehow, even though we don't make any money.
The business expense, even though our podcast isn't a business, we'll work it out somehow.
Yeah.
We'll write it off for Subculture Cafe.
Sponsored by Subculture, yeah. We're going around tasting all the coffee at all these joints. Find out where people get their coffee from.
It's research.
Yep, take that ATO.
Market research.
Go to all these arcades. So, can we try your coffee? Coffee? Have a beer, you dickhead.
Yeah, fucking coffee.
It's bloody 10 p.m.
Speaking of which, 1989 Arcade Bar actually do very good coffee.
Segue.
Originally a cafe, 1989 Arcade Bar is the original arcade and bar venue. And original and best, up to you to decide. I don't know. They go in and check out the wall of complete wall of VHS cassette tapes, original VHS cassette tape covers, all all lining the wall with their classic arcade cabs, pins, and upstairs area as well, which I think opened a bit over a year ago now, when Ben had the chance to do so. So amazing place, and I think I've been wanting to go there for the last couple of years, and obviously again because of the situation haven't had the chance to do so. So at some point soon, I'm really keen to make the trip to 89 and check it out. So Ben, you're getting a massive hug.
Got that, Ben.
So
make sure you socially distance while you hug. Somehow.
Yeah, well, 1.5 meter hug, sure.
Yeah.
So
that's in Newtown in Sydney, right?
It is in Newtown, Mike. Yes.
And also, Netherworld and one of our local favourites. Yeah.
There ended up being 8 in the end, of course.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
One Up as well, right?
And One Up Arcade.
Yeah.
I guess we were
and
focusing
Replay Bar. Sorry, and Hobart.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Did we mention a few in the previous episode or something? Is that why we?
Apologies.
Have them on?
No, we didn't mention any in the previous episode.
Oh, right. We just stuffed it up then.
No, I just didn't include Replay Bar on the list, so that's actually my stuff up. Sorry, Replay Bar.
Sorry. So they're just there's a small little arcade in Hobart, so they love their craft beers like a lot of the joints do. Home of Danny Slovaki. I have probably murdered his last name.
Fazakali,
I think.
Fazakali.
Danny Fazakali.
Fazakali or Fazakali?
Fazakali.
Simple Dak.
Really good Pac-Man and DK player. So go check out his scores. They're on the highest scoreboard. So.
Sick.
Coming up for that kill screen, mate. He's racing you, Neil and Dennis.
He's got 600 at the moment. He was at 600, wasn't he? Yep, 600 the other night.
Yeah, 600 the other day.
And I think Replay Bar. We had a mate that popped in. James Morris, One Up Arcade regular, popped into Replay Bar on his recent trip with his family to Hobart, and we saw that Replay Bar had even framed our poster, guys. So it was up there on the wall and all nice and framed, and so much respect.
We are not worthy of a frame.
We're not.
I would have been happy to be a urinal cake, let alone be in a frame.
Exactly. Yeah.
Printed urinal cake.
Yeah. Look, there's those stars.
There it is. Beautiful.
Surprisingly, when we saw James' photo, there was no dick pics on it yet, or
I know nobody's drawn on it.
But no, there's always time. We should have given out a pen on the side of the posters.
There's space there too. Like.
I'm precariously close to Shaun and Mike's sort of down their area as well. So not to just it's precarious.
Yeah.
Just saying.
It's where I like you. If I'm honest, it's just where I like you.
Next revision to just be turned around, Dennis. Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah. I got nothing.
For anyone watching anyone listening, I just had the picture of the poster just showing up on the screen there. So if you're listening and you want to see the poster, jump onto YouTube, check it out.
Yeah.
Or go to one of your local arcades. Yeah,
9 venues, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yes, yeah. Check it out, and we've got QR code on the poster as well, so you can scan it and check us out on Facey, which has got all of our links to the podcast and all of its different iterations on all the different services that we're streaming on.
Yeah,
and stuff.
We shouldn't feel bad for forgetting Replay, because we didn't even mention Netherworld and One Up, which is
we went and did the whip around all around the country, and then forgot about the goddamn arcades that are like so close to us and that we go to all the time.
That brought us together.
Look, we're not. No one has ever accused us of being professional or
from favoritism.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We love you all, and we just suck. That's all.
Yeah, we do. We're just really organized. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, you nailed that rollout of the posters, man. That was super organized.
I did. I didn't print them out, but I put them in poster tubes and sent them. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I love it.
Shout out to
All
World.
right.
I think was it Worldwide Printing that did it for us. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Those guys in Milton, legends.
Yep. They made us look good.
Nice.
Yeah, if you like our posters, or I think they're the people that Netherworld use as well. So
Oh, really?
if you like their posters, definitely get done at Worldwide Printing.
Worldwide Printing, baby.
Just going to double check that. I'm pretty sure it's Worldwide. Otherwise, we can cut this whole section out. But
It does ring a bell.
That's it. Take 6.
We'd never do that. It's just a straight podcast. We don't edit anything. We don't say weird stuff that needs to be cut out or anything.
Never.
Nah.
Never.
Yeah. So, thank you to all of the venues that have been kind enough to display our mugs everywhere, and we really appreciate it. Thank you.
We'll visit you all eventually.
Definitely, yeah,
mate.
For sure.
We are going on tour.
Hit us up.
We're going to
have
sponsor
us.
We should do a tour for sure of these places.
Fuck
See
yeah!
if we
How
can
cool.
get a podcast at each place, get some videos, check them out. Even if it's not all at once, at least get to Western Australia, at least for a weekend or something. Check out both places. Check out what else is around too, what is new, and then hit up the East Coast. We can do a driving tour around here and then up and down. And
what we can do is
we can my brother to come, because he's actually like a professional media guy now, and he can bring his drone and just do some epic. How cool would that be? All the arcades in Australia, basically.
That'd be wild.
And seeing, oh man, that's his job. And I don't know, maybe we'd have to try to help him out with the finances a bit, but if not, I'm happy to make a mediocre video edit. I'm all right with that.
We can attach a couple of string to some tin cans and do what we can do. Yeah.
What we could do is we might get Matt Tolhurst to find out when curbside pickup are in all of the locations, and we can go grab all the CRTs.
That'd be great. Trash to treasure.
Shout out to the CRT hunter, Matt Tolhurst, who has a garage full of CRTs and no idea what he's going to do with them. Buddy.
I love it. I love it.
It's so good. I really do love it.
In my mind, he's always listening to our podcast while he's out hunting.
Yep.
That just makes me happy.
In his different zones that he's got on the map of Sydney so organised. More organised than us.
And I reckon he probably gives people the evils and acts a bit crazy just so people don't come and go CRT hunting.
Totally. You got to protect the stack like a bit. Got to really kind of get your weird eye happening. Or something
Just stink eye everyone. Yeah.
Bit of a twitch. Yeah.
You guys are looking for TVs too? You guys want some drugs?
Matt doesn't look like that kind of guy. I don't think he'd be able to pull that off.
He doesn't.
He's got too much of a nice face. He'd be like, please, I'm taking the CRT. No, you're not.
Hey, be nice to him.
Hey, don't do that.
Yeah, it's a good bloke.
He is.
Should we move on to what we've been doing? I'm dying to share something with you guys. Can I
come
please
on.
go first?
Oh, please do. I love surprises.
Let's hear it.
Well, all right. Last night, I got this.
Sick.
Wow.
Oh, that is nice.
Can you see it?
That's the best pen drawing of a NES controller I've seen.
That's a SNES controller.
SNES.
Yeah, you noob.
There we go.
Oh wow.
Hell yeah.
Nice, man.
Aren't you meant to have that covered with something like don't they glad wrap you or something like that?
Oh, that's just at the start to stop the blood from going everywhere and ruin your pants or something.
Right on.
And then you just put some cream on it to keep it moist and nice. So I'm keeping my short shorts off it. So yeah, I'm super stoked with that.
Nice, man.
Rad, man. Does it hurt?
Oh yeah, it did hurt, but you get used to it. I've had tattoos before, and
okay.
It kind of gets better as you go through because it gets a bit numb in that area, and you just kind of get used to it.
Okay.
But yeah, it hurt.
I'm not going to be that tough guy. It didn't hurt. It hurts. But super stoked. I've wanted a Super Nintendo tattoo for a long time, and
Oh man,
I got my mate's a tattoo artist over here who I skate with.
Sick.
And yeah,
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna get some more from him too because he loves doing it, and it's pretty expensive usually. So I mean, all I did was buy him dinner and got myself a awesome tattoo.
That's rad, man.
I love it.
Right on.
I'm really happy with it. Eh? Like, just whip it up again for you guys. Eh?
oh yeah.
I love that you've gone with like a simple design. Like it's not like colored much at all. Like just the buttons and whatnot. I reckon it looks really cool.
Yep.
Oh, cheers, man. Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah. Instantly recognizable anyway. Such an iconic controller. And that
so that's what I thought.
Mm.
Yeah.
We'll have to change the logo of the SNES controller in the Play It Up podcast to be like your skin tattoo.
Hey, that would be cool.
You put the pressure on us now to get our SMS.
Fuck that.
Tattoo time, guys. Let's do it.
Just on
guys.
On the classic Can's forehead, just a big Sega Master System.
Oh, please. That'd be awesome.
Then get a haircut so you can't cover it with your fringe. So it's just there.
Yeah, I'm really, really happy. He did a great job. Shout out to you, Nikkei. His name's Nicholas, but Nikkei is his nickname, like spelt like Nike, but Nikkei, German pronunciation. So yeah, he's a legend. He's a hell of a PUBG player, actually. So he's also a gamer.
Put him up against Jeff. Fuck you.
Yeah. I don't know. Wonder how they go because he's quite good. He plays that the most. Excellent skateboarder as well and basketball player. So we're basically the same person.
Wow.
Yeah, except he's better at skateboarding than me, but that's okay. I'm better at basketball.
Psych.
Yeah, I'm really. I grew up with the Super Nintendo. It's my favorite console. It's the peak of 16-bit gaming, in my opinion. And I mean, I love all the consoles, but that one has had a special place for me. And I think what I would like to do, I might actually get like a CRT on the same position on the other leg, or I don't know. I'm going to get some more. It's kind of addictive.
Yeah.
I really like it. Michelle was like, oh, that's pretty big.
Yeah. Was ist das? You know what that is.
and then she saw your tattoo.
Whoa.
Exactly. Yeah, well, I was like, this is Neil's going to say something. At first, it didn't have the buttons colored in or the D-pad arrows, and then he said, I think it would look a bit better with that, and he was 100% right. So I really like how it looks sketched.
Yeah.
The original idea was
I do like that.
It's
good.
Yeah, I've never seen one like it, because if you Google like SNES tattoos, I didn't see one that looks like this at all. So he put his own flair to it, and I was gonna get like a Super Nintendo console with a controller and a CRT in the background, but I'm glad I went with something a bit more simple. And he didn't get the feeling for the other tattoo when he was trying to draw it. And this one, when he sent it to me, I was like, yeah, let's do it tomorrow. And he's got it. It's just he's got the chair, the tattoo chair, and all like the proper gear and everything set up at his house, really professional, and it was awesome. Then we played poker, and I lost.
Yeah.
But yeah, apart from that, what I've been up to is this came the other day back from YouTuber The Retro Future, aka Elliot Cole, or the other way around, but he has 2 channels on YouTube, and I sent him a Game Boy that I themed after him, after his YouTube channel, The Retro Future.
Sweet.
Which I absolutely love. It's a bit of a goofy design. You can kind of see his face there with the Mario hat on.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And the on-air symbol there, which is always in the background.
The power LED.
Yeah, so if you turn it on, I can do that now, actually. The on-air thing comes on, and I sent that to him and said, like, I just told him about it. Basically, I asked for his permission to use the artwork from his channel and everything, and he said, yeah, go for it. And then I said,
once I finished it, I sent him a photo. He was like, "Oh, awesome! Send it over, and I'll sign it for you and send it back." I was like, "Oh, sweet, all right."
Yeah.
So I sent it off to Great Britain because he's English. Great channel, guys. If anyone likes Game Boys or just retro gaming in general, and it says on the back too, Shaun, thank you for being awesome. Signed by Elliot, and that just came back the other day, and super happy with that. Like, very unique. Like, he's the biggest Game Boy modder probably in the world, the most famous one. And if you're into Game Boy modding like that, that's pretty special for me.
Cool.
And it's actually featured on his channel. So
cool.
if you look for Elliot Cole on YouTube and look for the video called Awesome Game Boys that people sent me, mine is, it's a decent one, but there's some other awesome ones that people have sent him, like the one that's from someone made the Game Boy look like the Game Boy that was on the packaging for the original DMG, where it's like kind of neon light.
Oh my god!
Outline and stuff. If you know,
the robot
check that
style,
video
the
out.
robot hand one with the Oh my god! I need to see
exactly,
that.
dude.
Yep.
Someone made like an awesome replica of that. Like, Game Boy mods are insane, man. Check out his channel, guys. We'll put some links in the show notes. But he fixes watches, bikes, and other things too. He's just a cool kid. Only in his 20s as well, and he's just renovated his own house and everything in Jersey, in the UK. And he goes through he just kind of documents like all kinds of repairs and renovations, and it's just fascinating. And he has just that nice English accent, not one of the annoying ones, but one of the nice ones. So it's just relaxing to watch. He's not, hey, what you like this one, mate? Hey, you what? He's more like nice.
No Geordie accent.
No.
That's a shame.
So he's from East. He's from East England then.
Yeah. From the east,
well, Jersey's a little island, so.
Right.
But yeah, legend. So that's me. But also been playing games. I've been playing a few shooters. UN Squadron on the SNES. That was recommended by the Game Chasers on YouTube, and super fun game by Capcom. You upgrade your plane, you buy different planes. Like, I've never played a shooter where you have all these different like choices of your weapons and upgrades and stuff, and super fun, good music, side-scrolling shoot 'em up. And also Musha on the Sega Genesis, because I saw that on also on the Game Chasers channel. Like, when I see stuff on YouTube and people are talking about it, I'm like, oh, I'll check that out. And then sometimes it's just like, wow, this is a really fucking cool game. And also Thunder Force 3 on the Genesis. So I've been playing a few shooters, and Thunder Force 3 is super hard. So I've been using save states because I want to get through it and learn the bosses. And then if I feel like it, I'll try to do like a proper completion. But the graphics with the scrolling backgrounds and foregrounds, it fucks with my head. I'm just like, I can't even focus properly. This is kind of shit, but it's also awesome. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, man. One Up Arcade have Thunder Force 4 on Consolecade, so it's like on a Sega Naomi cab, and it is ultra fucking hard, man. I watched Steve Holmes just tear through that game. It's ridiculous. Just watching him play. Like, it's like when it's like when Johnny watches a game and just like you can see all the emotions go through him. Well, the same thing happens to me when I watch Steve play, and it's just like, I can't contain myself,
like, oh my
man.
God, oh, a diamond, oh,
you're giving me a heart attack.
Yeah. Oh my God, oh, Johnny is a fucking legend. Oh my God.
Kudos to Johnny. Just quickly diving in and picking up his skateboards that he lost the other day as well. Nice, JB.
Oh man,
that was right.
Well, yeah. If you want to see Johnny just absolutely trying a ridiculous trick and getting legitimately knocked out, I think you just search for Denmark trip shenanigans and it should come up, because it's on my like personal YouTube channel. And I made a little mix of that trip with skateboarding and everything. And I can maybe put a link to that in the show notes. And
hell yeah.
It includes a bit of arcade footage in that video too. So
context.
Yeah, Johnny, you're a maniac and we love you.
Love you, Johnny.
Yeah, super cool. But what else have I been playing since the last podcast? I don't know. I'll just go through, because I'm actually keeping a list now of games I've completed and the date. And
are you still playing Tetris?
At the end of the year? Yeah, man.
Yeah. No Tetris break for this guy. Of course.
Yeah, I still play Tetris. Just like if I don't have much time or can't be asked playing something I'm not too familiar with, so I would just chuck on some Tetris. Especially since it's the system game of the month. I mean, back on the PAL NES Tetris game. It's a good one. So I finished Batman Returns on the Game Gear, like on actual Game Gear. Original. It's a good game, really cool game. So I keep a list of games that I've beat and what if it's on hardware and emulation stuff. So when we get to the end of the year, I can basically be like, so these are all the games I finished this year. It's just more fun keeping track of it, and feels like I'm keeping a list of achievements, sort of thing. What else did I finish? Assault Suit Lanos, which was kind of like a remake of I think a Genesis game. Finished that on PS4. Pretty good shooter, a little bit weird and clunky, but I liked it. It's like a side-scrolling. You're in like a mech suit, but it's, I guess, a run and gun, but you're not really running that fast. Jackie Chan's Kung Fu Action on the NES, finished that. Sonic Chaos on the Game Gear, on the original, like actual Game Gear that I modded again. Super Mario Kart on the SNES. This is all since like January, so it's a little bit. That's super hard. Super Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo is the hardest Mario Kart, and getting gold on 150cc on all cups is bullshit hard. But I'm glad I finished that. SNK versus Capcom, the Match of the Millennium on the Neo Geo Pocket Color, just on emulation on my Vita.
Oh wow!
Finished that. That was kind of easy, kind of quick. I was on the way to Denmark on the bus on my last trip, so good game. If you like fighters, it's like a good little simple Street Fighter style, like SNK versus Capcom. So,
and that
for you if you like.
You're running RetroArch on your Vita for that?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Hacked
Nice.
Vita, and which has retro achievements too. So like I connect to the Wi-Fi on the bus, and I'm like unlocking achievements on these old school games.
Sweet.
Sick.
It's really, really fun, man. I love it. I'm addicted to these retro achievements because I'm like battling with Jacob Spring and Raz and Johnny, like, and getting high scores and stuff. There's leaderboards for all these retro games.
Fuck.
It's super cool, man. Like, I really like it.
Good luck keeping up with Jacob, man. I always see posts from Jacob, like with his 1cc thing that he's doing at the moment, where he completes. Is it one a week that he's doing at the moment?
Yeah.
He's trying to finish 52 games, so a game a year, and he's
Wild.
up to 20 something.
Both Neil and I are just like
No way.
Yeah. He's a beast. I think he does a mix of games that's like pretty quick to finish, like a fighting game, and then other games that take a little bit longer, because imagine trying to finish like 52 RPGs or something in a year.
You wouldn't do much else.
Even so, very impressive to be able to.
For sure.
Especially if he's doing different genres and stuff. Like it's really cool.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a mission. Good luck to him.
Oh, it's great. I might be able to get there if I start doing some like easy games to finish. But
Spice Girls, maybe
at the moment 11, I think.
Spice Girls demo.
Spice
Girls demo. I can
be
finish
the
that.
demo man.
Well, it's Spice World, isn't it? Is it Spice World?
It is Spice World, yeah.
Be the demo man.
That's next. That's next.
Fastest time, fastest completion.
I don't know if I could finish it, because you have to just listen to their music, don't you?
Yeah.
Just press play and
if you could find a way to do it at like 1.25 speed, you'll get the world record. You'll get the speed run.
Just get the MTSC version of the demo.
Spice up your life.
Yeah.
Spice up your life. Have a good time.
That's right. Just finish yourself off as quick as you can, and then you get the world record. Do it. I believe in you.
Well, if Sexy Spice is in the video, mate, I won't have any problems.
Boy.
They're all Sexy Spice.
Yeah. Maybe a while ago.
Yeah,
true.
There we go.
Yeah, we are getting old.
They're all old Spice now.
So I was going to say, I'm definitely Old Spice. I'm 40 in a couple of months. Fucking hell.
Oh, mate.
Quick.
Like a fine wine.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
that's exactly what I am, a fine wine. Kind of.
Delicious.
That got left outside for quite a while.
We'll start calling you Merlot.
Yeah.
Sauvignon Blanc.
Which is a nice coffee.
Sauvignon.
Merlot. Sorry, Shaun, I digress. And
you're right.
Just let you do your thing. Sorry.
That's all good. It's all good. Micro Mages is the next one. That's actually a kind of a homebrew, or it's an indie game. I have their website up somewhere here. That's made by Morph Cat Studios, and it's a homage to the NES era platformers. Being a homebrew NES game itself, it was made completely from scratch. They carefully distilled the spirit of the best games in the system's library, all the while drawing inspiration from the modern and putting our own spin on things, creating an experience like no other on the NES. So this is obviously directly from their website, but it is honestly super good. They worked for 2 years meticulously to bring an experience on par with commercial releases of the era, and that is 100% accurate.
Cool.
And it's no way affiliated, endorsed, or licensed by Nintendo. I guess they had to say that, but you can actually, Johnny has it on cartridge, and there's a really cool video. If you go to morphcat.de/micromages, you can watch a video of how they fit this game into a 40 kilobyte like NES cartridge, and it's just insane the tricks that they had to do. And really cool game. Also has retro achievements. I actually played that someone made a special version of it for Michael at the shed in Denmark on the Play Choice 10. So I was playing it with like a Nintendo joystick, and it just
shit.
It was
how cool would that be?
Yeah, it was part of the competition. So everyone was playing it that day. Like there was 5 different games or something, and it was sort of like the arcade comps that they have at Netherworld, like Arcade Attack. Best overall score, and Jacob Spring, of course, just won, but I came 4th, I think. And being surrounded by amazing gamers from Denmark, I thought, all right, I did a pretty good job there.
Represent.
Well done,
man.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, I was pretty stoked with that, but yeah, it was super fun. Great game. And almost done. Street Fighter 2, The World Warrior. I finished that on just the arcade on MAME because
Nice.
I wanted to see what the achievements were like. But I had to reduce the difficulty down to like the second easiest because I didn't want to sit there grinding for ages.
Sure.
It's so hard, man. Even that wasn't that easy. But it's because I played Street Fighter so much, I didn't want to sit there just playing against the computer for ages.
Yeah.
That's my excuse. And Batman, the video game on NES, that is fucking hard. That is a really hard game, especially the last level and last boss, but really good game.
Okay.
Yeah, Sunsoft. That's a Sunsoft game, so that's good.
Who did you choose in Street Fighter, Shaun? Who you play with?
Ryu.
Nice.
Always Ryu.
Yeah. Okay.
I like Guile as well, or DJ. But Ryu is my fave.
Yeah, cool.
Hadouken! Can't get enough Hadoukens. But yeah, that's me, guys. I'm going to shut up and let someone else talk.
Right
Should
on.
we have a little break for a PP or something? Or?
Yeah,
Sure.
I could do with a beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Hey guys, Shaun here. Thanks to everyone who tunes into the Play It Up podcast. We really love doing this podcast and really appreciate everyone who listens. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram by searching for Play It Up Podcast. You can find the full video podcast on YouTube, and you can listen to us on Spotify, Apple and Google Podcasts, Anchor, and more. If you want to ask us a question, you can do so on Anchor, and your question will be featured on the podcast. If you like what we do, please remember to like, review, comment, follow or subscribe, and please recommend us to your friends. Thanks guys, and enjoy the episode.
Cool. Yeah. So with the developers, it was just like top 5. Is that what it's going to be? Like
Yeah,
or just notable ones.
Just whatever your favorites are.
yeah.
Mate.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay. Yeah.
When I did my list, because I did a bit of research for it, it just happened to be 5 that stood out for me compared to the others. So I just went with those 5.
I think I've got 4 maybe that I was looking at. I'd have to have a look at the document actually.
Just makes it more prestigious that it made your list that way. You know?
Yeah. I went through and I just thought about the games I played through my life that the like the loading screens or like, the boot up screens just made the most impact and made those memories with my brain because I saw them so many thousands of times in my life.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure that anything PS1 with Mike.
Yeah.
How many thousands of times? Fucking
God,
I was hoping that you were going to do the chimes.
do, 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 do.
What was best was like after the music, hearing the CD go like underneath, like afterwards.
Spinning up,
grinding noises.
Yeah. I don't remember putting sand in my PS1, but
yeah. The PlayStation logo comes up and then it doesn't leave that screen. Like, oh fuck, there's a scratch on the disc or something. Oh, no.
Yeah, you get PS1 anxiety.
Yeah.
You think, oh fuck, I'm gonna have to pull it out and clean the thing again. Goddamn disc, and then the game starts. You're like, never mind.
It was so funny. I was thinking the other day about like when you got like rental games and like you put it in and like it doesn't start or something, and then you pull it out and it's almost like, what have you been through? Like,
just like it's been like put on a road and like rubbed around in circles on a road and then put back in the box and there you go.
You can just see like some like guy playing frisbee at the park with their dog or something. Or man,
it's okay. It's a rental.
I had a mishap with my original Command and Conquer GDI disc, and I was going to put it away, but my hand slipped, and I put like probably a 2 centimeter scratch, only about a 1 millimeter width, but like the scratch was 2 centimeters long, just across it. And from that day on, the music would just go to a point and stop. And then it would skip. The music would skip and skip. So I had to turn the music off again to play the game. That's so annoying.
That sucks.
Fuck. So then I rebought it years later, and I'm happy now. But that was. Oh man. And I remember I went to put it in. And I just dropped it, and I caught it on the edge of the case, and it scratched. I was like, oh shit! I looked at it. I'm like, oh.
Oops.
Yeah. Next time I played it, like music was fucked.
Yep. Woohoo!
So sad.
Yeah.
Original disc, not a burnt disc, original. Yeah. But yeah, we like if it didn't load, if a PlayStation 1 disc didn't load, we used to put it, like, I don't know where I heard this, put it in the freezer, let it get really cold for about a minute or two, bring it out, and then wipe it with a cloth, and then put it back in, and it generally worked. Like that was a remedy that worked. Yeah.
Wow.
I heard of toothpaste on the disc. That was one that always went around. I never tried it myself. I used to get like this really good like spray and cloth from Dad's vinyl collection. And used to use that on it, and that worked a mint.
Nice.
Awesome.
It's Shaun.
I don't think he's coming back. Hey,
Yep.
April Fool's again.
Grasping him firmly in his talons, Socrates will fly the boy to safety. I don't think he's coming back.
Yeah. Dennis, I feel super like I've been oblivious about your Nintendo shirt for years. That one that you're wearing, I was like, oh, it's just a cool shirt with like the arcades, but like it's the colors of all the Nintendo cabs. Am I right?
It's the 3 cabs.
Yeah.
So it's DK, Junior, and DK3.
All right.
I've been oblivious to it until like tonight, and I'm like, oh shit, it's a Nintendo one.
Jacob Ashley design.
Oh, right. Cool.
Jacob, what a champion. Yes, I've got I've got the 3 cabs there as a sticker as well.
Oh, right.
And there is the smiley face up there as well. Yeah. So there's a little bit of Jacob every podcast.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've had my DK cab running for the whole day, you guys, in the lead up to Kong Off and after the floods. I wanted to make sure that fucking cab would run properly, considering how problematic it's been over the years since I built it. And to its credit, hasn't skipped a beat. I had some spritage going on when I first powered the cab up, and I was like, this doesn't look good, but everything looks great. Nice sharp pixels on everything, and no hip thrusting. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah.
Excellent.
Can't be that good if there's no hip thrusting.
Fuck. That's
Sorry
pretty good.
to interrupt.
Where you been, Shaun?
Took a massive shit.
Yeah, I was going to say, out laying some cable.
A good one. Yeah, laying some cable.
We heard it coming.
Fucking right. Cool.
No.
Yeah.
Your tattoo rubbed off on that piece of paper. Fuck.
Dude, all I did was stamp it on and it's gone.
Oh,
Yeah.
End of podcast.
Shat
Over.
Dad joke.
Sauce.
to be here. Happy to abide.
Dad. Am dad. Sauce.
It's in my contract, guys.
Okay, yeah, true.
Likewise.
Shaun's mum jokes. Dad jokes.
Yep.
I've never joked about Shaun's mum.
No. No, I've never heard anything. It's all serious.
It's all
Jerks. I'm kind of listening, but I was also just replying to a mate. I'm trying to organize watching Jackass, the new Jackass, with my mate.
I watched that the other day. It's not bad.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I'm keen.
Stop watching all of the shorts. Like, I think one thing that actually did ruin it for me was watching all of the. I was excited to watch it, so I watched all the shorts to see, like, just to get a sneak peek of what was going to be in the movie, but they kind of took a lot of the best bits.
Oh,
so
yeah,
go straight in
a little bit, but
not
much.
Going dry. It'd be way better.
Going raw. All right, I can do that.
Right on. And welcome back.
So, what? Yeah, welcome back. What were we up to?
I think Mike was going to tell us what he's been playing, except the coffee machine.
Yeah.
Oh, like cold drip.
Playing the game of patience, waiting for drips to drop out of the dripper onto the coffee.
Waiting for drips to drop.
Yeah, I haven't been playing too much lately. It's coffee. But I guess after last podcast, I was still leading up to getting the business going. So 3 weeks ago-ish, maybe 4 weeks even, I had an entire day in the games room, which was a couple of hours in the games room, 6 or 7. It was a very lazy afternoon, which is very rare. It normally only happens on holidays, but it was just a weekend afternoon day sort of thing. As usual, got the PS1 going. What else am I going to play? But yeah, jump back into Doom. I was watching some YouTube on a little while ago. Got some Doom going.
Sweet.
Jump back into my playthrough of Doom 2, which I finished playing Doom 2. I started playing Doom 2 like 2 years ago or so. Found my old passwords and got stuck into it again to a ridiculously hard level. So got onto that. That was really. I put it on Hurt Me Plenty on like the difficulty settings, so it's just ridiculous enemies everywhere. You've got to be like just creeping around corners everywhere you go just to see what's around there. Learning maths again. That was good fun. Got on the good old Command and Conquer Red Alert as well. I don't know if I talked about that last. I got up to a level where I got stuck. I then gave it another 5 attempts, and it's not on hard difficulty settings. It's regular, but they appear like I did a watch through of the remastered version of that same level, and at the start of that level, when you get stuff going, they give you SSM launchers to do the level with, and their bases are like covered in Tesla coils. So the only thing that can outreach a Tesla coil is an SSM launcher. But in the PlayStation version I'm playing, you don't get those SSM launchers. So you send your guys you send your tanks, your infantry, everything towards their base. It just gets wiped out by the 2 Tesla coils. Just 2 of them takes out any amount of people that you can build. Tanks you can build. They send all your infantry in first. They get all mashed up. It's a glitch or a bug, or I'm just shit at Command and Conquer Red Alert. What else I get on to?
Either one.
Bit of Battle of the Arcades game at Netherworld as well. So just trips to Netherworld. Because Battle of the Arcades is coming up, so I focus around Ms. Pac-Man, Space Invaders, and Nightmare in the Dark as well. Get a couple of games of those in outside of the usual games. I haven't played Galaga for ages. Just been focusing on that sort of stuff. And the DS at home, I finally took Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 out and put in the old Konami arcade classics, which is awesome. It has so many good games in it. I forgot how good it is. So it's got Poo Yan, which is everyone knows that's better than Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
It's the best game ever made.
Love it.
It's a great, a short arcade blast. And yeah, Gradius as well. The original Gradius is become one of my favorite side-scrolling shooters. It is ultra hard, but it's super satisfying when you can build up your weapons and have the right amount of weapons to get the right selections and not die. I still have real trouble getting past level 1. It's that kind of hard.
Jeez, I've never played Gradius, so
but yeah, I don't know. I just find it satisfying.
Sounds like a motherfucker of a game if you can't get past the first stage.
It's hard. You lose all your weapons as soon as you die, and then it's so hard to get them back.
Yikes. Okay.
All right, sorry. Oh, was I dead there for a while?
No. I could hear.
Oh, fuck, I've lost my audio.
Neil,
stop messing with Mike.
Yeah, I'm buying a new cable tomorrow.
Can you hear us now?
Fuck yeah, I can now. Yeah.
Right on. Just don't move.
Man,
yeah, that's it.
Whatever position you're in now.
I hate shooters where you lose all your weapons.
Oh yeah,
isn't that every shooter though? Pretty much.
No, there's plenty where you can keep your upgrades, or at least like it only downgrades you instead of like you lose everything. Like Thunder Force 3, you lose whatever weapon you're downgraded, or you lose whatever weapon you were using at the time, but you don't just start from scratch again.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Well, with Gradius, you do lose all the weapons that you had, but straight away as you restart again on this version I'm playing, they give you the little ships that give you the power-ups. So you collect the power-ups to choose which weapon you want. Cool. So they give you like 8 or 9 of those every time you restart. So that's super handy. Yeah, on original Gradius arcade. Yeah,
sweet.
Ah, right. Playing on the Famicom Gradius, you just get destroyed. But
you just get fucked up.
That's why they made the Konami code where you have like 30 lives or whatever. Because I was trying to play that for a while, try to finish it, and I was like, this sucks. This is fun, but it's so hard. You work so hard. You go, sweet, got all my good power ups. I'm ready to go. Wow. And then you just go back to square one. And
that's super harsh.
Yeah, poor game design in my opinion. But
it
is what it is. Some people probably like that.
Some psychos.
Yeah, some people like it rough.
Masochistic nut jobs. People that like R-Type.
And Frogger.
R-Type is Frogger, yeah. That was tough.
Oh, geez,
So on that, Neil, what have you been up to?
Are you finished, Mike? Is that
man.
your tats, man?
Yeah. All good.
So speaking of Frogger, had a Frogger competition at Netherworld, so it was really cool. It was called the Costanza Cup after Seinfeld episode. It was really cool. They had 4 cabs. They were all on 16-1, so they all played the same. And they all had pack pros in them, which is the controller you want to be using when you're playing Frogger, that's for sure. So going in, I was really nervous for some reason. So wasn't able to hit anywhere near my PB because I'm pretty much like a 70k player. Just I don't know what it was about the day. The speed of the level, like the speed changes that happen when you play Frogger, felt very much different to what they usually are. And I was only able to get like about 35k to qualify. That was still good enough to get me qualifying third. So
nice, man.
And then it goes into it's the same as the Kong-Off. It goes into just a head-to-head knockout kind of competition.
Yep.
So played through the competition, and I picked up third place. Had a really good semi-final with John Tannehill. So he plays a lot quicker than I do. So he was able to get. He got 35,000 and then died, and I was there left chasing him. And the other game next to me was over. Like the semi had already finished, so I was like the last person on the cab. And like it was just like really high pressure.
Yeah.
And I thought I knew. I thought I knew the pattern on that level, and I completely stuffed it up. And I was waiting for I was on a turtle, and I was waiting for a log to come, and it just didn't come. And game over. So he beat me by a couple of K, but it was really good. He was a really good sport about it. But finally picked up one of these, which I've really loved.
Yes.
Stoked with that. That's really cool. So
got your pennant.
So cool.
Pennant.
Yeah.
That's
Pennant.
the word we couldn't think of yet.
We were trying to think of the word. So
the old
got
pennant with the hot dog on it.
They always bring out their cool little cool badges.
Nice Frogger pin there.
Penny.
I was going to ask,
cool.
did you have the shaky hands? Did they let you down in the end, mate, or were you pretty composed? How'd you go?
Shaky hands didn't get to me, but I was definitely nervous. Like I said, I wasn't able to get anywhere near my PB, and because I played after like my third or fourth attempt to qualify, the nerves got to me more and more, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm not gonna get it, and it just played with me.
Wow, that's a shame.
I'm kind of glad that I didn't beat Tanner at the end, because he definitely outplayed me for like the whole of the day, and he really deserved to play the cleaner in the final. Obviously, sorry, he played the cleaner. If anyone doesn't know him, it's Richard, the cleaner from Netherworld. He's an absolute gun. It was funny. Qualifying ended at 3:00, and the cleaner turned up at about 1:45. Played one game and hit 195k. Called it a day.
It's so fucked up.
He's a monster. Beast. It's wild.
And he's such a nice guy. Like he gave me tips after the comp, and we were just sharing beers and getting drunk, and it was an awesome time.
Excellent.
You shouldn't share a beer, mate. That's it's not very hygienic.
Oh, that's how me and Richard roll. Just
right.
both put our mouths up to the beer at the same time.
Not straws like a milkshake or anything like that.
That's super awesome. That's super tight. It's a super tight friendship you guys have, mate.
Yeah, he's a hell of a dude. But it was a really cool day at Netherworld. I hadn't been in for like an event for a long time. And there was just lots of regulars out and whatnot. No, it was really a lot of fun.
Awesome.
One thing I've done on at Netherworld is there's a game called Centigrade 73, which is a pinball game, and I've managed to get my score on the high scoreboard for a pinball game at Netherworld.
Fuck yeah.
Man, it is so funny. Like, it is driving Steve and Ben absolutely nuts. Like, they're so pissed off.
Excellent.
So I keep on giving them pro tips about like how you don't want to sink the ball down the middle, and you want to use your flippers to project the ball up top of. It's driving them absolutely nuts. So, it's funny. Every time I walked up to the machine and they were playing, they sunk a ball. So like, I had my timing right. So just a bit of fun.
Yeah.
A couple of other things I've done recently, a couple of pickups. I picked up Arabian. It finally came over from Germany. Short story, but got absolutely trashed in postage, unfortunately. It was packed super well.
A word to the Germans, mate.
Yeah, please do. DHL. So they
DHL. Oh, these Arschlöcher.
It was really frustrating because it was actually packed really well. So I couldn't be, I wasn't, the guy I bought it off did a great job of packing it, but it just got absolutely shattered.
Yeah, it got fucked up. Yeah.
Fuck. Oh, no.
So I've got to do the wiring harness for it so I can see if it's even going to boot. But another pickup I got was from, which Shaun helped me out with. I got a little puzzle bubble MVS for €30.
Awesome.
So, just a neat little pickup there. So looking forward to putting that in my one slot. So and then
one slot.
Contain yourself, Shaun.
And I've had I'll try and be quick. Sorry, I know I've got a fair bit on my list, but the other night went to Netherworld. and had to go at Gallagher and got a PB there. You guys could probably beat my PB, but it's 230k. I got
better than mine.
I had 6 bonus. I didn't get any perfect on a bonus stage, which I'm ticked off about. I got 39 on the bonus stage 6 times. So it could have been way bigger than that, but those bonus stages,
I thought it was
one
7.
ship every time. Yeah.
That hurts.
Ah,
Oh well.
So
that's good though. It means that, like, if theoretically speaking, if you landed like at least half of those, that your score would have been either 30 or 40k higher, which is amazing. It's a really good score. So well done. It's pretty cool.
Thanks.
Mike's thinking, rookie.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Hey, man, I remember being there as well. 200k. I remember it well.
Those were the days.
So after that, I was at Netherworld. I came home, had too many beers here, and started playing DK. I got drunk. I was playing DK and I actually had a good game. I was so pissed.
Awesome.
I was.
That's
so
the best.
When you're drunk and you need to concentrate, it was classic like, oh man, I really need to concentrate on this. Anyway, got drunk as a skunk and I was playing and I ended up getting 800k.
Woo,
and, that was that game. What the hell?
Yeah.
Wow, man. That's great.
My controller ended up
be getting good.
Maybe I should try it. Maybe it's a tactic and just get fucking hammered and hit DK. But the controller ended up playing up on me at the end, and it was a bit bittersweet, but bit happy to get another 800 game under my sleeve. So
you had it right. Like, what level was it? 20. Which 21?
21. That one. Yeah.
So it was the last level you had to clear.
I would have been devastated.
No, 2 levels, right? Because you had to clear 20 and then 21.
Yep, that's right. Yeah. And that would have been
you're
happy
basically
days.
There.
Yeah.
And that would have been a big score too.
Bruh.
Yeah, it was. I had a good start.
900k.
I don't think it would have been that much, but just for Jeff's
sake,
high
8s though, I'd say.
Yeah, I would say if Jeff's listening, it would have been a 1 mil game for sure.
Absolutely.
Hi, Jeff.
And if Matt's listening, it would have been 1.2.
Yep.
1.2. Yeah.
Yep.
A couple of other PBs I got. Been playing Strikers 1945 a bit and hit 530k on that. So getting to level 6 now. So I
saw that.
Amping that up. Yeah.
I saw it when you beat that boss, that bullet hell boss on that stage, and it was like,
got it. Yeah, it's funny when you get a PB because I don't know the patterns of the next level, and so it's just like you're playing it raw. You just got to try and work out patterns or where you're supposed to be. So I'll put some more time into those later levels now. And that's me done. Yeah, that's all I've got. So I'll shoot it over to you now, Dennis.
Right on. Well, I haven't won any competitions at Netherworld. Sorry. It's we all I've been doing is we had Arcade Wars for last month, which was Snow Bros, and I played that last year with Game the System Discord, and so that was a game of the month that we played. I was able to 1cc that at I think the day after the game of the month rolled over to the next month, and I was so close. I was like, "Fuck it! I'm just going to go back and play it and see if I can 1cc this shit." and I did, which was great. I think I got maybe 2.3 or something like that when I did that. I'm playing on MAME at home, so it turned out that I think the March game of the month was Snow Bros for Arcade Wars, and I just went in at the start of the month at 1UP Arcade and popped in a score, and I had a couple of games and I just had this absolute freak run, and I got it was like 2.94 mil or something like that, which was a good score. So
wow.
That topped all of the scores for the month internationally, which was nice. Yeah, so I think it would be, according to TGs, it would be an arcade world record. But to be honest, like there are people that play that on MAME and they're getting like 4 mil on that game. So it's not really like a world record like that. Like there are people that can set a higher score on it, but you know, for arcade, it was up there, which was nice. I didn't record it or anything like that. So yeah, but
good on you though. That's a huge score.
It was nice to have a game where most of the stuff went right for a change. It's weird how it's super satisfying. It's kind of like that in DK, but I think the difference, like when you're playing Donkey Kong, is that you get nervous because you're worried that like something's coming to get you after you've had such a good run. You're like, oh, this is great. What's going to come and fucking axe me to sort me out? But no, Snow Bros went great. So I was playing that for a little while. What else?
And you did well like in the competition, didn't you? Like the One Up cleaned it up, didn't they, for the month?
Yes, yeah. One Up had they won the comp for that month. So I think James Morris got 2.1 or 2.2 mil or something like that, and
that's awesome.
And Ryan got 1.84, I believe. Sorry, Ryan, if that's not correct, but I don't have the numbers in front of me. But overall, I think our team average was about 2.2 or 2.3, something like that. So
wow,
it was very good.
Awesome.
It was very good, and yeah, good effort. So we managed to hang on to that one for the month, which was nice. Also been playing. I think apart from that, I've just been trying to get cabs running in preparedness for BPAC in a few months, and wanted to get ahead of things. And I've contacted Joey from Joe Mac about a few chassis that needed to be repaired. And that's actually why these cabs here, you can see the marquees are all lit, but you notice that the monitors aren't on because they are all getting sent to get fixed because they're all fucked.
Right.
So there is that. Not really playing anything per se, but you know, it's something I've been up to. So
Jen's sporting the Atari shirt.
Atari, yeah. I got 2 of those bad boy shirts.
Oh, really? Oh, there we are. Look, ta-da!
Oh yeah, hot.
So Scramble was finished up, and yeah, I've worked on Helifire a little bit, which is just behind me here. So I'll pick you guys up here and turn you around so you can see the cabinet. The whole side is finished.
The curtain back.
Is finished and painted. So that is it
nice.
needs a light sand and a final coat, but the red is done and all the panel work is repaired, which is fantastic. So yeah, that's nice. The chassis is going to get sent off to Jomac as well and get a service before BPAC. So you can see like it still looks like it's in progress, but all it really needs is if you chuck the marquee and the bezel in, hammer in the T-molding, it's pretty darn close to being finished, which is amazing. I also have a working PCB for Helifire now, which is something that I've been tinkering with, which is good. So
nice.
Yeah, very close to being ready to rock and roll. So the project is almost done.
That's awesome. So keen to see that and
Me
to
too.
play on it one day.
Yeah.
You got the Scramble Cab from Johnny, right?
Yeah, correct, man. So JB, I think he was selling all of his stuff off before he left Australia to head off back to Denmark, and he contacted me about the Scramble Cab and just asked if I'd be interested in it. And from the photos that I saw, it was a beautiful looking cabinet, and I didn't want to see it get sold like on just on Facebook Marketplace or anything, and anyone just to turn it into like a multi-cab or, you know, not restore it to original. So I took it and have just been chipping away at it for the last few months, and very happy with the result. Looks nice, and it's almost back to original, which is what I wanted. Just chucked on. I just sorry, I won't turn around. Shit.
But I don't know why that was happening.
It's because my headset is it's a bit sort of thrashed. I need to fix the connections at the earpiece. What else have I been doing game-wise? I think apart from that, it's just been studying because I've been back at uni. So not a terrible lot, guys. That's me, really. Yeah.
Keep them busy though.
Bye.
Hey, just a quick
by Atari.
Just a quick question, Dennis. Is will JB's cab be BPAC? He's Donkey Kong for the Kong off.
Yeah, I've got Johnny's cab just there, so that's been undercover since last Kong off. That is going to be there. So
cool.
Everything. I spent a week or so tinkering around with the cab, repainting it and messing around with the CRT just to get it nice and perfect. And I'm super jealous of your cab, by the way, Johnny, because your CRT is like so much nicer than mine. I really want to nick your CRT and put it in my cab, but I won't. So,
you'll never know.
No. It's all right. He wanted something nice for the cab, and we went and got the best one that we could. And yeah, it looks amazing. So it'll be a beautiful addition to the lineup this year. That's me. So apart from the tinkering and pulling all the chassis out, ready to send to Joey, that's it's kind of it.
Nice one, man. Everyone's been pretty busy.
So yeah, we're just going to go over our favorite game developers, ones that made the biggest impressions on us in our gaming history, I guess. Let me just get to my drafts folder. Here we go. There it is.
If this is contentious enough, we can have like a battle in a future episode about why, or a discussion about why one developer is better than the other. But I mean, it's not really about that.
And by the way, we also welcome feedback. So if you really disagree with us, then send us a message and we can talk about it.
Yeah. Well. Voice message on Anchor, Facebook message. Get at us.
Yeah.
Tell us why we're wrong, and we'll tell you why
we're right.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Top favorites for me. Like the first one which just came to my mind was Acclaim Entertainment. So every time I booted up a Mortal Kombat in a console, it was Acclaim Entertainment, and that just burned into my brain. That one was one of those ones I've seen so many hundreds of thousands of times.
Well, nice pick, Mike. Fuck yeah, that's awesome. Double Dragon 2, which is pretty much my favorite game of all time. Acclaim.
Oh, there you go. And next one's a big one. I tried to steer away from the big ones because obviously Sega, Nintendo, Atari, blah, 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 blah. They do have amazing games. That's cool, but I'm going to keep to, and here's one that's also kind of massive, which is Bandai Namco, which is what Namco is called now. Obviously massive influence on me. Gallagher, of course, is Namco. Tekken 1, Tekken 2. Man, there's the Ridge Racers. Like it's a big
it's a big beast.
Point Blank.
A lot of my time. Point Blank.
Namco.
For sure.
Yeah, that's me.
Yep.
Crisis, or no? Am I just thinking that because of the Namco Guncom?
I think you're right, but I can't.
No, it is. Yeah.
Is it?
Time Crisis. Yep. And the next
Point Blank is just timeless. But keep going, mate. I agree with you, what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's it. The next one is a giant big one, but probably not as big as Sega and Nintendo. It's Capcom, just on their own, just like Resident Evil, Street Fighter, like 1942.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's all the fighters, all the shooters.
What don't they do? Yeah,
it's ridiculous. Yeah.
Yep.
Next one is Codemasters. Like going for Colin McRae Rally. Micro Machines. I've spent the countless hours in those games. Like they are some of the
Cricket
most
99.
Most,
I think.
Serious?
I think it might have been Codemasters. I don't know.
Shit,
I just remember the logo.
Possibly, yeah.
Straight out to Shauno.
Oh, yeah. It was probably, definitely Australia's best-selling cricket game, that one.
Yeah, and Super International Cricket was good too, but that was on the Super Nintendo. That was funny. How's that? You could just appeal whenever you wanted. You could just make your players go, how's that?
That's right. Next, going alphabetically, id Software or ID Software, however you want to say that. Wolfenstein, Doom. More again, it's just countless hours playing those games. Like no matter how many, it's just it always comes back. I'm playing it again. It always comes back to Doom. It's just iconic, stupid fun, ridiculous fun.
Amazing,
yeah, perfect. Ultimate gameplay. Like,
great choice, man.
Yeah, the next one's more of a newer developer, which is M2. M2 did Namco Museum DS. They did the coding for that. They've done a lot of the Sega 3D classics remade for new consoles now. They did the Sega 3D classics for the 3DS, which I do want to buy at some point.
I've got that. It's great.
Yeah. Oh man, I would love to see it.
So cool. Yeah, man.
They also did the Mega Drive Mini. They did the coding for Mega Drive Mini as well.
Yeah, they're really good at doing ports to make everything as accurate as possible.
Yeah. And
whatever they're trying to replicate.
That's it. And when I was Wikipediaing, they also did the Master System and Mega Drive emulation for the Wii Virtual Console. They did that.
Wow.
That was them. Yeah. Which I didn't know until I was looking them up before.
And they're doing some modern releases, the M2 Shot Triggers, I think. I think there's like a bit of a documentary about them on YouTube as well, where they're doing some of the most iconic bullet hells or shoot 'em ups from the arcade, and they're releasing them for PS4.
Sick.
Not sure exactly how, but yeah.
That'd be amazing.
People like shooters. Look into that,
Yeah. Obviously, with my love of Gran Turismo for most of my 32-bit and 128-bit life, Polyphony Digital, or Polyphony, I don't know how you say that one. Yeah. But yeah, those games.
I have no idea.
I've seen that logo pop up on my CRT and my LCD hundreds of thousands of times, I reckon. Next up on the list, the creators of Worms, Team 17.
Right.
Worms is timeless.
Yep.
I still come back to it. Oh my god! I can't wait to hold the next Worms comp as well at home with the buds. Like it's such a blast. It's such a fun game. Oh man!
Wait till after October so I can come, please.
Yeah, right.
Do it the week before he comes back.
Then it doesn't count because you didn't beat the best. You
didn't beat the champ. Yeah.
I'm not even good. I'm not even good.
Oh shit! And last on the list is Vicarious Visions, who did Guitar Hero for the Wii and also the Tony Hawk's games, so the early Tony Hawk's games.
Oh, nice, man!
So many hours on those particular two series of games, hours. Just love them so much. Ultimate gameplay again.
I thought they just did the remake of Tony Hawk's 1 and 1+2 because originally Tony Hawk's
was Neversoft,
right?
It was
Neversoft.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Vicarious Visions did the remake as well as the maybe the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy or whatever.
Oh, did they?
I think.
Possibly. Yeah.
Yeah, I could be completely wrong, but I just remember Vicarious Visions did the most recent reboot or remake of the Tony Hawk's because it was always Neversoft in the beginning.
Right.
Not to shit on your list there.
Yeah,
Mike.
That's a fucking amazing list. Well done. Yeah. Some great developers there.
Dude, that's it.
That's so much more real gamer nerd than my list, I think.
Yeah, it's on point.
I just didn't think of. Shit.
All right.
Encyclopedic.
Go for it, Sean.
Encyclopedia Mike.
Tell us your developers.
Mine will be pretty short because I didn't think. I thought of a few, but I reckon I missed a fair bit. But I figured that you guys would have, between all of us, we should basically cover.
Neversoft for a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater world record holder, for sure.
Oh, shit. I like, I've got Compile. They've done some amazing shoot 'em ups, like Alesta. GG Alesta, which is the Game Gear Alesta. I played that on my Vita before I actually had the Game Gear working, before I did the mod. Gunnak, awesome on the NES, and they also did Musha, which is a rare and popular one for the Sega Genesis or Mega Drive. So yeah, Compile, they're pretty well known for doing good fun shooters, and I don't believe that they have that annoying rule where they get rid of your guns
in any of the games. They seem to be a bit more friendly in that way, where they get rid of your weapons. Don't like that. Next up, Sunsoft.
Oh,
So they've got a huge list of good games. Basically, like, you can bank on it if it's a Sunsoft game that it's usually going to be high quality. They've done Blaster Master for the NES, Spy Hunter, like several different Batman games, but the one I finished recently, Batman the video game, plus the one on the Game Boy, which is actually a very different but very good game as well. Things like Journey to Silius for the NES, Fantasy Zone 1 and 2. And they've done a bunch of like Looney Tunes games too, like Daffy Duck, Bugs Bunny, Speedy Gonzales, Tasmania, and ones like that. And Aero the Acrobat on Super Nintendo, which is a pretty cool game as well. Capcom, obviously, we spoke about that already, but I mean, that's
It's Capcom.
just ridiculous, the amount of Capcom. Yeah, so many. I've got like a tab open here where I can go through like quickly some of their
but for me, Capcom, like and Goblins, 1942, Commando 1943, some classics on
like Star
early
Arcade
Capcom.
at the start. 1942 was
Ghosties.
probably one of the biggest ones that people know about. Then you've just got Commando, Ghosts and Goblins, Gunsmoke, man, Bionic Commando, Section Z, 1943, Street Fighter, the original one, then Mega Man, and then Forgotten Worlds, and that's just up to 1988.
Exactly.
So
the tip of the iceberg.
Street Fighter 2 on its own would have. It's insane, man. Buster Bros, just Strider, Final Fight, like it, and that's just the second page up to 1990, and that's not mentioning everything. Oh, Chicky Boys.
Hey.
Rad.
Tannehill will be very happy we said that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
John Pansini would be like, "Hey, that's my game." Hey, John.
Chicky. And then, Capcom. Don't really need to say more. But
say no more.
An interesting one, that Bulletproof Software, just because of the amount of Tetris that I have to include Bulletproof.
Of course.
Yeah.
The Game Boy version, the NES version. I had to look them up to see what else they've done, but they also did the V Tetris, which would have been for the Virtual Boy. Tetris 2, Super Tetris 3. And they've done some other games too, like non-Tetris games, but Yoshi's Cookie, good game too. I think that's like a kind of like a match 3 sort of game.
Right.
Tetris S, Star Wars Rebel Assault 2, The Hidden Empire. Wow. Okay, they've done a fair few different things. Like the last thing it seems they did was the Tetris. So, and that was in the year 2000. So they were around from 84 till 2000. But I mean, Tetris alone, they didn't invent it, but they've done probably the two most iconic versions for Game Boy and NES. So
wow.
Shout out to you, Bulletproof, for taking thousands of hours of my life.
Yeah, they brought it.
Amazing.
They brought it from. They brought Alexei Pajitnov in his game to the Western world, basically.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a really interesting documentary about Tetris, how it was all came together. I think my internet's a bit unstable, so I don't know if you guys are hearing me properly.
No, we've got you just fine.
Yeah, your video froze for a second, but you're back.
Just sacrificing the video right now because you're all frozen. No worries. But yeah, that's me. I didn't want to. Same with you, Mike. I didn't want to mention Nintendo, Sega, and all that because that's obviously they're all beasts.
I don't think anybody did.
Everyone knows about it.
Let's list the best developers, guys.
Everyone's like the elephant in the room. Everyone's like, nah. Go, Neil.
So my list is very much like I've personalized my list very much to me in regards to I love my 80s arcade kind of stuff like that, or arcades mainly. I'll just start with what I've got. So top of my list is Namco. So two real kind of styles of games really. So your shooters, which is like Gallagher, Galaxian, Xevious, and Bosconian. If anyone hasn't played Bosconian out there, it's a really fun space shooter. So check that out. And then like the maze kind of games. So like Pac-Man, Mappy, Dig Dug, Rally X. They're all the ones that kind of came to mind there. All different, but very much maze games, but very different from each other at the same time, with their own little touch. So after that, I had Konami. So I went with Circus Charlie, Frogger, Barrows, Puyan. Track and Field's one of my favorite 2-player games. If you haven't played that,
good call.
Scramble, and Astro Invader. So Astro Invader is kind of like it's very similar to Space Invaders. Like it's kind of Konami's version of Space Invaders. Speaking of Space Invaders, Taito. Space Invaders.
So many games.
Definitely. Elevator Action, Zookeeper, Lunar Rescue, Jungle King, which I found at BPAC, which I fell in love with. Alpine Ski and Puzzle Bubble. And then
I have to disagree with you on Elevator Action. That game can lick my taint.
It's horrible, eh?
I love it. I really do love it. I think the music's one of my favorite for
there's something about it.
Oh man, it's almost as bad as 1942's music, man.
Settle down.
Fuck off.
And I've got the elephant in the room on my list. Nintendo. Of course.
Sorry, who?
If we're talking 80s arcade, all the Donkey Kong Jr., Popeye, Donkey Kong 3, Mario Bros. That's also a really fun 2-player game. And then last on my list is Sega. They've got some really cool games that I like. I don't think they're as well known, but there's Sazon and Congo Bongo, the isometric games, which are really cool. Pango was made by Sega.
Shit.
There's a game I played called 005, if anyone's heard of it. It's a bit like Alley Cat, where you go into different rooms and you play different mini games, but you're like a spy agent trying to run away from cops. So it's a lot of fun.
Version of 007, 005.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And also, if you haven't played their Championship Baseball, that's a lot of fun too. So,
really? Okay.
Yeah, they're the games and developers that made my list. So, yeah.
Nice, man.
On to you, Dennis.
Yes. I'll just bring my list up here. Sorry. Okay. I'll be brief. My list, in no particular order, by the way, it's just the order that I thought of them of. Being last month, Toa Plan as their as one of the main ones that with the games that sort of appeal to me, and also all of the games they have at 1UP. And I didn't actually realize how much I enjoyed their games until I actually started playing at the arcade. And they came up as game of the month, or they'd just appear as new games on the floor, and I'd be like, hey, what's this game? And of course, Steve Holmes, being like a Toa Plan freak, would like just rattle off all these facts about it, and so much I've got to know about it. It's been incredible. So Toa Plan did games like Snow Bros, Outzone, Zero Wing. They did Truxton and a few shooters that for me, who I'm not particularly a shooter sort of person, but I really enjoy the type of games that they do. And it's been amazing to to really get to know the games that they produced, and really enjoy them. I think the next for me as well, same as Neil, was Taito. So, but for different games, I think obviously Double Dragon for me being one, Bubble Bobble, which I think was one that was had a huge impact on a lot of people as a really fun, sort of easily approachable game, great to play, and huge walk-up appeal. Rastan as well, which is one that Jeff would know. Sorry, in joke. But Jeff loves Rastan. Great developer and did some amazing games. And yeah, the early stuff, I think Neil is very interested and covered very well. But it's kind of the latest stuff that they did that appeals to me. And I find it really interesting that we both chose the same developer, but for different sort of generations of the games that they produced. Definitely. I think that's super cool.
That's really cool.
Next for me was Konami for the exact same reason. So like for Castlevania, which is just a game that I've played ever since I was a knee high, and now I've been speedrunning, and amazing game. Other games that are more well known, I think, for the recent 90s sort of generation Konami games. Sunset Riders, TMNT is another one that everybody knows and is super iconic. But another like roller games on NES, which I absolutely loved growing up. Like some of my favorite games on NES were Konami games, and yeah, there were so many. But yeah, roller game stands out for me. It was just a fun, easy to play game, and yeah, really loved it.
It's a skating ring one, right? Like, is that right? Like
the arcade version, the arcade version of roller games and the NES version are actually two very different games. Roller games on the NES is actually a platformer. So you go through stages, you pick your team, go through the level. You have to like jump obstacles, dodge holes, punch out sort of opposing team members. You fight mini bosses, and then you get through to the end, fight a big boss. And you do that. I think it's like 6 or 7 main levels that you go through. And yeah, I've been able to 1cc that for quite a while. Great game. Really love it. Hot Flash, great team. So next was Data East. Great game developer. Cool. So a little game that probably not as well known, but Karnov, you might have heard of before. Great game. Burger Time, Bad Dudes versus Dragon Ninja, Joe and Mac, Caveman Ninja. There's lots of games that they did that were really great, and quite underrated, some of them. So Data East were really good. They also went into pinball as well, and they did some really notable pins. And yeah, I think that they were quite a versatile game developer, and they did some really cool stuff. So for that, they were definitely a pick on my list for sure. The last was kind of a little left field, but BioWare. So you guys know BioWare for really.
What was it?
PC games?
Yeah,
yes.
D&D game. Baldur's Gate, right? BioWare?
They did Baldur's Gate. Yep. Back in the days, but I knew them for Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2, which were on Xbox as well. So yeah, they were games that had a tremendous impact on me, and they sort of expanded into the Star Wars extended universe and taught me so much about it. And yeah, I think that they had such an impact on Star Wars that a lot of the storylines that were created for the Knights of the Old Republic game have actually been integrated into Star Wars canon. And yeah, I think for that,
cool.
The games really had a massive impact on me, and BioWare did a great job of both of those games at that point as well. And I should mention, other games like Mass Effect, which I actually haven't really got into much. And I don't know, have any guys played any of the Mass Effect games at all?
I played a little bit of the first one, actually, but not too much like it.
Oh man, we must all be the anomaly on that, because everybody screams about those games and how good they are. I just never got into them, but it doesn't mean that they're not amazing.
Yeah, Jen plays. Jen's been playing
man.
Yeah, Jen's been playing the remastered version of 1, 2, and 3.
Cool.
And she's driving around in some dune buggy on some kind of alien world or something. I don't know.
Right.
It looks cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So nice. Really great developer. BioWare did some really amazing games, and they managed to do 2 big hits in Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2, and that they made the second one just as good as the first one, in my opinion. They did really well with that. So for that, they make the list. That's me.
Good call.
So yeah, I really love the big scope of developers that we've covered. That's so amazing.
Yeah, that went better than I thought. Hey,
a lot of variation.
That was great.
And Dennis, cool. You can add Midnight Resistance to your Data East list as well, which is the arcade game I've got in the games.
When you were busy doing your coffee stuff, I actually jotted down a few things that I thought you'd like, which was like Saibu, which was Raiden and Raiden 2.
Yeah, they've got Raiden. I don't know what else they do though. That's the thing.
Yeah, I know that you're definitely about the Raiden. Love it.
Yeah.
Sony Computer Entertainment, Polyphony Digital, which was Gran Turismo series, which you actually mentioned, which was I know, Mike, and Dice for the Battlefield series as well.
True.
Sure.
That's one I missed off.
And Battlefront as well, right?
For sure.
Man.
Yep.
Star Wars Battlefront, the newer ones.
And of course, Data East for Midnight Resistance, which I know that you've got a cab of and that you're awaiting a PCB to be repaired.
If we're mentioning Data East, we need to mention Bump and Jump for John McNeil. So, that's another one.
Never heard of it. Never heard of it, don't know.
I actually like it. You know,
hey, John,
me too.
It's a cool game. Yeah.
It's addictive.
Never tell John McNeil that we like it.
No, we like it, John. Hope you're doing well, mate.
We like it. We like it, and we like you, John.
Oh,
we miss you, mate.
I wouldn't go that far. No, love you, John.
I mean, we don't even like each other, so yeah.
No, I like you.
This is awkward.
That's all I've got for my list.
Nice.
I jotted down, obviously, like I mentioned, I jotted down a few for Mike while he was busy doing his coffee stuff. But only because I kind of like those games too. That's all I got.
Nice. Yes, mate.
I should have said Dice 100%. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't put it on my list.
Sure, we all missed a few, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many. Like, it's really easy to overlook a couple, especially like when there's so many games that we've all played, and like there's a lot of really good developers that just make amazing stuff. It's hard to like think of them all because
and it's funny, although like, you know, Raiden 2, Raiden 1 and Raiden 2, we can only think of Saibu, but like I think that's even better in a way that like there's developers out there that just make really good high-end quality stuff, you know, but they're probably not as well known within the world. It's like, you know, Namco and stuff, but they pull out high quality for what they do. So
exactly.
Thanks for sharing, guys. Should we let Mike get some sleep?
Yes.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure.
At
least you got like 9 liters of coffee in the morning, Mike, to get you up and running.
I'll need it. Oh my god.
Mike just puts his mouth under the dripper. Gets a few drips in.
Yep.
Nice.
Ree and Molly have to drag Mike out of bed and get him to like a bottle of cold drip stat.
Hook it up like an IV.
Like Barney with the duff when he gets back on the piss. Just hook it to my veins. Well, thanks for listening, everyone. Thanks for joining me and the boys, and thank you guys. Love it.
It's awesome fun again. Absolutely love it.
We'll see you all again soon, and I'm sure we'll get another episode out soon, and we'll have some interviews with some people happening. So stay tuned. It won't just be our ugly mugs.
Not just,
not just, but we'll be there.
Yeah,
that's great. Thank you,
guys.
See you, team.
See you later.
Thanks all.